There was a beautiful story that I heard that it happened in a bank in Eretz Yisrael in Bnei Brak. Somebody walks into the bank and he sees there's a commotion going on. So he was a friend with the bank owner and people that were in that bank, and he goes and asks them, what's going on? What happened here? And they say, listen, a lady walks in, goes to the teller and says, I'd like to have 300 shekels from my bank account, please. The teller looks at the bank account and says, sorry, you don't have money in your bank. Your bank is actually in the negative, kind of. We can't give you 300 shekels. She says, I understand. I've been a little late. My paycheck hasn't come. I literally need to go buy bread, milk, and eggs for my kids. I don't have any food at home. Can you please it's okay if it goes into negative. I'm good for it. I'll pay it. Just give me 300 shekels from my account, please. No, I can't give you 300 shekels. Just please, listen, just keep it on the down low. It's okay. They know me here in this bank. I've been here for a while. She goes, all of a sudden, the teller goes nuts on her. Starts shouting, lady, who do you think you are? What are you, crazy? We've sent you letters. You've gotten in the mail that you're in the negative. Now you're coming over here asking for 300 shekels. What do you think? This is a market? It's a bank. I can't just give you money because you ask for it. And the lady goes, please don't embarrass me. You're embarrassing me in front of her. She goes, what are you talking? I can't give you, what are you asking me to give you money from your account when you're negative? You should have answered the calls that we called you. You should have answered the mail that we sent you. Get out of here. The lady starts crying and she runs to the back. Goes to the manager of the bank crying and screaming. Like, this is what you do to another Jew? This is what you do in public? This is what your tellers do for 300 shekels? Embarrassing me like this in public? Breaking me like this in public? For 300 shekels that I wanted for milk and some necessities for my children? And she's crying and she's not even listening to this manager apologizing. I am so sorry. You are right. And the manager takes out from his own account 300 shekels. And he's like giving it, like, please take it. It's okay. On me, on the house, take the money. She's not even listening to him. She's just bawling. And I don't know if she takes the money or not. In the meanwhile, the manager goes out and he sees a partner in the bank crying in the corner. Like, this is all happening within a few minutes. And he goes, what's wrong with you now? What happened? He says, you don't understand. You don't understand what I just witnessed. He says, I never forget. I was about 10 years old. And my mother took me to the supermarket. And she took into the basket, she put some bread, eggs, milk, necessities which we didn't have at home. She came to the clerk, which was the owner of the makolet, of the market. And once it was rung up, the owner said, okay, this is how much it is. And she said, it's okay. Can you just put it on my tab? In Israel, a lot of supermarkets have tabs. To which the owner said, your tab is full. We're not opening another tab for you. You need to pay up. My mother turned to the guy and said, please, payment hasn't come in for this month. This is just things that I need for my children. Could I just put it on the tab? I promise you, I will bring you the money. He turned to my mother and said, lady, where do you think this is? A bank? You pay for what you want to take. No more freebies. Get out of here. He says, I never forget on the way home how much my mother cried and cried because we didn't have food. So you know who that guy was? That was the father of this lady who came to the bank today. She didn't have what to eat. And I was frozen in place. I wanted to help her, but I was just frozen at what is opening up before me. I'm watching HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's like unbelievable. So painful to watch a woman broken like that. And I just couldn't stop thinking about my own mother. 30-something years ago, crying on our way home because we didn't have what to eat. And the owner of the market said, this is not a bank. Sometimes it takes somebody wise to recognize a situation. Sometimes be wrong and be wise, instead of being stupid and right.